Okay, everybody, we're here. We made it.
Do we have the applause button there?
Yeah, we need some applause here.
We're here, everybody. We finally made it. Oh my god!
Yay! All right, so everybody survived Christmas, New Year's. We're ready for 2026. Ready to go.
We're not reading Home in Time for Christmas. Bust out your mutant ornaments.
Your mutant ornaments.
Get out your Wozniak's magic powders.
That's right. You got some special gift here for you.
We got a special powdery gift for you. I remember this book, by the way, Knights of the Round Table. This has got to be fairly early on, I remember.
You had this one?
I read this one. I didn't own it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good.
Hi, John Kennedy, Scott Miller.
Those of you who are new to the podcast, the way it goes is we go through these old 80s choose your own adventure books. And then when we get to decision point, if you're watching us live in the chat, either on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, you can vote on how the story will go. So you can be a part of the process and how the adventure goes. Your vote counts.
Quick fun sidebar. You guys might notice I'm lit a little Stranger Thingsy looking tonight. Like all fun paranormal things, not a coincidence. If anyone in the chat or listening to this show later are a fan of the show Stranger Things, did you watch the last episode, Lee?
Oh yeah.
Are you caught up?
Yes.
There's a theory running around that there's a secret episode.
Ooh.
That's supposed to be dropping in 2 days.
What?
A secret episode. I know, it's a complete, look this up if you want. It's kind of crazy. But it's Stranger Things secret episode that does some fun stuff. I don't know if this is real, but I just thought it'd be fun to light it up, kind of like we're a little Stranger Things tonight.
Yes, good. Well, I know they're doing a documentary about the behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, that's coming out the 12th.
Yeah.
But for a fun fact, anyone listening, and heck, you too, Lee. Tonight, when we're done, go to your to whatever you watch Netflix on, your tablet, your TV. If you type in on the search bar on your Netflix to just search for a title, if you type in fake space ending, one show comes up. Only one out of the entire Netflix library. If you type the words fake space ending, Stranger Things pops up.
Oh,
there's more there. There's more there. I know. I love a good conspiracy theory, so
I do too. That's awesome.
Yeah, look this up tonight, Lee, when we're done, if you have time.
Good conspiracy theory. The moon landing was fake. The whole planet's run by lizard people.
Yep. Bigfoot's hanging out with some ghosts and Fresno night crawlers. A good time. And they love choose your own adventure books.
That's right.
Listen, you can't have a good choose your own adventure book without at least one paranormal thing in it.
That's right. UFOs, alien abductions,
time travel,
whatever. Time travel. And then I'll put in the link in the chat and I'll try to put in the show notes too, the bingo card, the Uchoose bingo card.
Oh yeah.
As we're going through, there's carnivorous plants there as we're going through. See if we can get a bingo. All right. So get started with the Knights of the Round Table. And this one was by Ellen Kushner. I almost drew a blank there for a second. And this one is 1988. So that's speaking of Stranger Things. That's when Stranger Things took place.
A little later in the series.
Yeah. Last season.
So far, page 1, the art looks pretty good.
Yeah. I got to notice on the cover, look at all the shields in the trees. I'm sure the book will explain why, but look at the shields in the trees.
That's how shields are made. They grow on trees.
They literally grow on trees.
You can't pick your shield till it's ripe. And then you know, it's kind of like the wand, the shield. You don't choose the shield. The shield chooses you.
Chooses you. And look at our bowl haircut that we got.
Scott Miller already dropping some Monty Python in here. Yes!
It's a silly place, yes. But underneath that armor, that kid's shirt is tucked in. I guarantee.
Underneath that armor, that kid's got a solid tuck. I think he might be wearing sweatpants. I can't quite tell.
Probably is.
It's a party foul in the
illustration. 80s. Man, this illustration. Oh, wow. This is a good illustration on page 1.
Oh, yeah. This dude's got some Wozniak vibes going on.
Oh, man. Look at it. The
detail. I showed you my magic powder.
It's my cousin. His cousin Wozniak.
My cousin Wozniak. Don't eat his powders. You'll wake up an ornament.
It'll make you turn into an ornament or go bald like me.
Mom, when I dropped this ornament, it started bleeding. No, talk about stranger.
Shut up! It's just your brother.
Should I start this one, Lee?
Yeah, go ahead and get started.
All right, here we go, team. It seems like an ordinary Saturday. Your best friend is away visiting relatives. You've read all the books in your room, and there's nothing on TV. You mope around for a while, trying to find something to do. Finally, you decide to go to the Sword and the Stone, a store that carries comics and models and books about knights and castles and stuff. Now listen, we love a good comic shop, but you can't specialize like that. You'll go bankrupt. You can't just sell comics on books on knights and stuff. You gotta open it up a little.
That's real niche.
If it's today's world, there's a whole wall dedicated to Funko Pops.
Yeah, it's true.
The owner of the store is an old man with a long white beard. His eyes peer out brightly from under bushy eyebrows. Hashtag eyebrow judgment.
Ooh, yes.
They are fixed on you.
Sorry.
That's what his eyebrows say. The owner of the store is an old man. Oh, yeah, I said already. They are fixed on you. I'm going to presume it's the eyebrows.
It is.
Come back for more, have you? The man asks. You guessed you have been coming to the store a lot since it opened a few months ago. There's something about the old days of knights in armor and quests that you really like. And the old man is very about dying at 25 and no antibiotics. You love it. And the old man is very nice about letting you browse. That means you've read most of the books in the store without having to buy them. This ain't a library, kid.
Come on, kid. Get out of here.
This time you want something special, don't you? The old store owner asks. It's getting time to make it real. Buy something for the love of God.
Come on.
Turn to page 10. I don't pay the bill, but you read things.
No.
You're not sure what the store owner means about making it real. He wants you to pay him some onions there, bud. Some cash, some cheddar. Put it in his hand. But do nod your head. The old man takes a heavy old leather-bound book from down from the shelf. King Arthur and his noble knights. You've heard of Arthur, the greatest king the world has ever known. He was the defender of the poor and oppressed, lord of the bravest and most beautiful company of knights and ladies ever to walk the earth. Arthur pulled the sword Excalibur from the magic stone when he was only a little older than you are now. No one else could budge that sword. It proved by magic that Arthur was born to be king of England. The bearded store owner stroked the book as though it were a pet or an old friend. Because we all know we stroke our old friends. We do. Yes. I've been friends with Lee forever. Whenever I see him, I'm just like, my friend. And silently offers it to you. Without a word, you take the book and go sit in the cozy chair in the store's reading nook. In the store's I'm not gonna no money nook. Turn to page 4. We're already hopping around.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, this one does
the
hop
book,
a bit.
This is the 88. The book is heavy. The pages have yellowed with age, just like all of us. And some of the words are long. But after a while, the reading gets easier. You read about the boy Arthur becoming king. You read about his friend Merlin the wizard, Merlin Wozniak the wizard,
Wasn't
and
it?
their early wars against the other kings. Then Arthur got the idea to collect all the bravest knights and gather them around a round table with no head or foot, so everyone was equal. He made the knights of the round table promise to fight for what was good and right. You read about how the knights went on adventures. Between quests, they jousted in pretend battles called tournaments. Even kids got to have adventures because kids who wanted to be knights had to start out training as pages. And sometimes pages were the only ones who would escape when everyone else had been captured. Next page. We haven't made a choice yet here.
Not yet.
You're just reading a part that goes, Then Arthur set up his court in Camelot, and there came the best knights in the world to serve him at the round table. And never a person came hungry to Arthur's castle, but he left it full of bread and meat. And never no veggies, bro.
Oh man,
you gotta have veggies, man. You can't be just doing bread, carbs, and meat. That doesn't make no sense.
No fruit, no nothing.
No. And never a person came to Camelot looking for an adventure, but he left it on some great quest or adventure. Now, one day it happened that when a shadow falls over the page. Turn to page 11. You look up quickly to find the source of the shadow. I'm sorry, the old store owner says, but that's as far as I can let you read. But why? It would not be right for you to know too much. You'll have to discover things for yourself. That is, if you're willing. He's talking just like an enchanter from the book. You can almost picture him in a wizard's long robe. It seems that by magic has come out of the book to find you. Oh, yes, the old man says. You know just what I mean. I can see it in your eyes, that hunger for nights and the days of adventure. You're not the first one I've seen it in. I'm going to help you get there. He pulls out a bat and hits you in the head. So you
see right here.
You're in Camelot. Go where, you wonder? To Camelot? That's impossible. But the old man is looking seriously at you with his strange eyes. You can try to learn how to be a knight and help King Arthur. He holds up another book. Of course, if you'd rather have your adventures be between book covers, I have plenty of books. You can borrow as many as you like. Books have been known to change people's lives, you know. If you ask to go to Camelot, turn to page 14. If you take the book to finish it, turn to page 20.
All right.
Already.
Setup.
For real.
Yeah. Now, did you rent this from the library at school?
If I remember right, I did get this from the library. I was at a pocket where I bought a bunch of books, but I remember at book fairs, they didn't just have the entire pantheon of choose your own adventure books for you to pick from.
Yeah.
You know, when the Scholastic Book Fair came, you had like whatever they had on the sheets. And so I'm forced into, you know, and so I think I never had the chance to actually buy this book. So I saw it in the library and was like, thank you.
Thank you very
much. How about
much.
you? Did you ever read this book?
I haven't. No, this is new to me. So
nice.
Yeah, all new. All right. So we have Scott voting for take the book, finish the book. So we got 2 votes for book. Read that book. Okay. We're just going to sit at that bookstore and pretend like we own the place and not buy anything.
Never a dollar shall I spend
on my life.
Page 20, sir.
Yeah, page 20. All right. What if you went to Camelot and you turned out to be no good? Maybe you never even get close to being a knight. The chance is too awful to think about. You want to know the complete story of King Arthur, though. So you take the book. After that, your mother is amazed to find you reading all the time. Your teachers at school get used to the fact that you're always working on projects about King Arthur, from your book report on The Sword in the Stone by T.H. White to your complete scale model of an ancient castle. You go to college to study more about Arthur's legend. In time, you become a world expert on King Arthur. but there are lots of questions no one's ever answered about Arthur's Camelot. You can't help thinking that if you'd taken the old man's offer, you wouldn't have had to spend so much time looking for the answers in the books. But who knows what have happened to you. The end.
What?
I don't know. Is that a failure? We didn't die. We didn't get concussed. We didn't do anything.
We didn't die, but that might have been the lamest ending we ever got. Look, it's not even. Do we have a little want there for us to?
Wow.
That's what that ending gets, right there.
Yeah, we didn't even buy the book. We just borrowed it, so we're so cheap.
That must be no, like I can't. We don't even have a zero on our concussion meter. I can't even put up a zero. We have this.
We just have that.
That's how many lame endings we have started.
Oh, we didn't even rip open our Velcro wallet, Eddie, but we have it.
There it is.
There.
All right. The sound of my heart ripping.
Yeah, no kidding.
Talk about forcing you into a choice. All right, page 14, I guess.
Yeah, let's just try it. We'll normally we would stop, but I think since it happened so quickly, let's go back to at least 14. Okay, here we go. All right, you want to grab that one, Eddie?
Yeah, I'll do that. Full Wozniak, by the way, on that illustration.
Wow, yeah, that's awesome.
And
they did
an excellent
job on the illustrations, though.
I mean, compare this to any of those like knockoff Choose Your Adventure books, the one that has the bad stick figures.
Yes.
Here we go. Into the choice we're almost made. John Kennedy. I'll never read again.
Never.
No more reading. You tell the old man, let me go to Camelot, and I'll do everything I can to help the king, even commit murder. That is good, he says. I will send you off like a knight on a quest, but you are not a knight yet, and I don't know what your quest will be. You will have many choices to face, and some may be hard. But you remember knighthood is not only courage and bashing people with swords, it is honesty and kindness, and loyalty as well. I'll remember, you promise solemnly. Then here is your first choice. The store owner takes 2 models off a shelf. This is a page who works for the knights, training to be a knight someday. Pages are carefully watched, and if this is what you choose, you'll have little time to yourself. The other model is a scullion who scrubs pots in the kitchen scullery. Scullions work very hard, but when your work is done, nobody cares where you go. And people talk in front of servants. You might hear secrets. But if I work in the kitchen, I'll never get to be a knight. He looks sharply at you and then laughs. Oh, I forgot. You never got to finish the book, my dear child. Anything is possible in Camelot. If you choose to become a page, turn to page 47. If you choose to become a scullion, turn to page 26.
Okay, Eddie, so those of you that are listening, there's a bookshelf in the background on this. And so I'm trying to read. I zoomed in really closely to see what the titles were. One of them is called How to Be Chivalrous.
Nice.
Let's see. Costumes, Volume 9, $10.99 to $14.99.
Ooh.
History of Fortifications. Incantations. Encyclopedia of Medieval Working Animals.
Okay.
Saber. I can't read what that one word is. Anyway, How to Be Chivalrous. I like that one.
One of them says the Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail. Okay.
Saber Designs.
Saber Designs. Okay.
Let's see. Battle of Hastings, Incantations. Goodness gracious. They didn't sneak one Choose Your Own Adventure book on there.
That would be awesome if they did. But I love the fact that somebody went to the trouble to put titles on there. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So we got to vote for become a scullion. or no?
Page, Knight. Someone said Knight. That wasn't a choice. I'm presuming that means Page. Oh, Scott busting out with Scullion.
Scullion.
So we got
I want
Scullion, Knight. So Page. Wait, no. We do have to flip it.
Oh.
Page, Scullion.
Okay. All right.
Because John Kennedy
here.
saying you flip that coin. So let's say heads is Page, tails, Scullion.
Okay. Tails, Scullion.
Woo!
Oh boy.
Scullion, Bullion.
26 is the Scullion. Man,
Die again.
very impressed with the illustrations, I gotta say. Oh, Scott didn't see the choices, but that's okay. You voted.
Scott, no. It's okay.
The model of the Scullion is dressed in brown with an old canvas apron. Not very impressive looking, but worth a try. In the King Arthur book, adventures can happen to anyone. You take the model from the old man. As your hand closes on the model, you feel a rushing all around you as though you were being turned inside out and upside down. Suddenly, you feel a thump. You're sitting on the floor. Right in front of you is a huge fireplace. The fire is going full blast, and the biggest piece of meat you ever seen is roasting on a spit. It looks like a whole cow. Out of nowhere comes a blow to the side of your head. Here we go. Concussion. A red-faced man. That's right. We got one concussion already. Whoop. Finally. A red-faced man in a bloody apron is standing over you. Get to work, he shouts. Do you want the meat to burn? Turn to page 37. See, now this is a real Choose Your Own Adventure book. We got a concussion. We
got a guy in a bloody robe yelling at us.
Yeah, forced to work.
This is like me going back to work after the holidays.
Yeah, exactly. Eddie got a concussion.
Where's that blood from? Don't you worry about it.
Just get to work. Your ears are ringing from the blow. You'd love to tell the bully who hit you to shove off, but that might not be too smart. You say humbly, no, sir. Then get up and turn that spit. He points to the handle by the fire. If the meat is burnt, it's me, the head cook, that gets the blame from Sir K, not my lazy helper. You take the handle and start turning the meat so that it will roast evenly. Soon your arms are aching with the weight of the spit, but the head cook says nothing about stopping. Then you hear a funny shuffling sound. You see a tiny girl trying to carry 2 big buckets of water without spilling them. It isn't easy for her. Maybe you should help her. If you go help her, turn to page 59. If you keep turning the spit, turn to page 83. So do we help the girl or do we turn the spit? Let us know in the chat. I can't believe we're actually considering somebody else's thoughts and feelings.
Right? Like I still got a little ring in my ear from getting beamed. I can't be playing games.
Yes. Oh, Carnivorous Plant says turn the spit. So he's diving into our inner hubris and no concern for anyone else. Just do what we're told.
My concern is for myself. This has shadows of like your first job when you were a kid.
Oh, yes.
Like the first time an adult yelled at you when you were a teenager at work and you were like, oh, dang.
Wow, this is real.
I can get yelled at.
I can get in trouble.
Oh, Scott leaning into the empathy.
Empathy? What's that?
Right. That doesn't kick in till later in the book.
Yeah. We don't have empathy for anybody else. I mean, we just focus on our...
Don't burn the meat.
Don't burn that meat. Yep.
Burn the meat.
So, wait, Carnivorous Plant already voted. So,
yep. Turn the spit.
So turn it, and okay. So it is going to turn the spit. 83. All right, Eddie, that's you.
All right.
Page 83.
Got a little excited there.
Burn that meat.
You decide to keep turning the spit. As long as you do so, the head cook doesn't bother you. But your hands are getting really hot and sore. You blow on them. A red-haired knight who has come looking for the cook notices you. What tender hands you have for a kitchen worker, he says. How long have you been here? I just came today, you tell him. I am Sir Kay, he says, the king's foster brother. I am in charge of seeing that the castle runs smoothly. I hope you'll work hard with your tiny baby hands. You do work hard. You wash a lot of dishes and cut up a lot of onions, but nothing exciting ever happens until one day the guards come and grab you, holding your arms in their strong grips. What have I done, you cry? Someone's tried to kill King Arthur, says Sir Kay. You are a mysterious foreigner. I arrest you. The shades of today's politics. Sorry.
Yeah.
But that's not justice, you say. You're supposed to give me a chance to defend myself. All right, said Sir Kay. You can have a trial by ordeal or a trial by combat.
Ooh.
If you choose the trial by ordeal, turn to page 6. If you choose the trial by combat, turn to page 63.
Wow. I thought all this setup for King Arthur's court was the knights were just and everything was going rosy, and we show up and we're forced to work, and now we might get killed.
That illustration is great.
And we're chopping onions.
Do we have we don't have a Mortal Kombat?
No, I know. As soon as you did that, I'm like, oh.
We do have some good punch sounds though.
Oh yeah, we got lots of that. So let's hear. And since we might fight, we got to have this. Wouldn't that be funny if we go to combat, all of a sudden that music starts playing?
That would be the best thing ever.
Yes. Let's see. No, combat. Looks like John said.
We got a Scott's combat, John combat. 2 votes for combat, 1 for ordeal. I think combat is the winner.
Probably wins. So that's page 63. That would be me. So now this is a story. Let's see. All right. Here we go. In a trial by combat, it doesn't matter how good a fighter you are, Sir Kay explains. If you're guilty, you'll lose. If you're innocent, you'll win. This sounds like a witch trial.
He pulls out a gun. Surprise! I brought a gun. Bang.
If you win, here you go. See, Sir Kay wins.
Sir Kay.
It sounds bizarre, but anything beats being executed, so you agree. You're given a sword and a shield, but no armor. Your opponent is one of the guards. He comes at you so fast, you don't have time to duck. Then he slips on an orange peel. Luck is with... Wait a second. They have an orange in England, medieval England?
There's a king just eating oranges. Like, this new fruit's amazing.
It's awesome. Like a real knight, you point your sword at him and say, do you yield? He yields, and you are declared innocent. But Sir Kay never does apologize for his mistake. The end. So, do we become a knight? Do we stay in King Arthur's court?
Anything can happen in Camelot, even slipping on fruit.
I mean, the only thing with it yeah, I know it should have been a banana peel. I guess.
I mean, just
the positive side is we wouldn't have scurvy.
You think we would have had more concussions by now?
I know, yeah. We gave the guy a concussion. He fell down.
Yeah. I think this deserves another wah.
Yeah, no kidding. That's like an ending, but not an ending.
This is like the 2 non-ending so far. I mean, we got to move on tonight, but
yeah. We will come back.
You know what? Camelot is a silly play.
It is. Wow. Usually They're not that bad, but but maybe we'll have better luck with this one. So,
Disappoint.
all right. So this is Wizards, Warriors, and You. So we do, if you're new to the podcast, we usually do a Choose Your Own Adventure book and then maybe a Choose Your Own Adventure adjacent book. And this is one of them, the Wizards, Warriors, and You. And these are a little more RPG-ish, but very RPG light. Very, very light. Nothing like Lone Wolf or some of those others. But yeah, this is number 10 in the series. It is called, well, I should say, it is Tournament for Terror. Excellent cover.
Yeah.
We have excellent artwork. These actually, out of all of the adjacent books, are probably one of the best ones, in my opinion, that we found. They're pretty darn good. Which Way, I would say Which Way and these are pretty darn good. So
yeah. And then what was the D&D kind of spin-off version to this? It was the
Endless Quest.
Endless Quest. Those were fun too.
Those are pretty good too. Yes.
Yeah.
This one came out in 1986. This one is by the Avon Books is the one that did it, that published him. Let me find the author on this one.
The cover art is insanely good.
It is good. The art in general on these are actually pretty darn good. Megan Stein and William Stein did these. Nice. Earl Norham did the illustrations. So, all right. Let's go to the first page, page 1. I guess I could start this one because I think you started the last one. So
yeah.
So we'll do a little bit of a setup here. All right. Every year on the
great illustration. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Some great titles. Yeah, Scott. These are great. Every year on the first perfect day of spring, King Henry opened the gates and grounds of the mighty castle Silvergate for all to enter and celebrate in the games of the royal tournament. From dawn until dusk, Henry's finest knights tested their keen battle skills and their courage. And while the contest raged, Henry's loyal subjects cheered until they were hoarse and drank until they were silly. This year, as every year, the warrior Henry's most fearless knight received more cheers and roses than any other contestant. Yet as he prepared himself for the jousting contest, he felt uneasy seeing the serious expressions on the face of his friends, the wizard. On the face of his friend, the wizard. There we go. Tell me, wizard, the warrior said, why is your face not like the spring sky, cloudless and sunny? My heart is troubled, the wizard said. No sooner had the wizard spoken than there was a sudden gasp from the audience, watching the competition. The wizard and the warrior drew toward the arena where the knight in gold armor astride a white horse suddenly burst uninvited onto the field. With a single blow of his jousting pole, the golden knight knocked sturdy Sir Dwayne to the ground. The crowd booed and jeered the intruder, and in response, the golden knight charged at young Sir Gallard, who should have been Sir Dwayne's opponent. Who is this stranger whose armor glows like the sun itself? People asked. Why has he come to mock our games and our king? Others shouted. Sir Gallard fared no better than Sir Dwayne and fell to the ground with bone-breaking force. The unknown horseman waved his jousting pole to the furious crowd and then seemed to wait for a new opponent. The day grew quiet. Only the moans of the two injured knights and the heavy breathing of the golden knight's steed were heard. There is something evil in the air, the wizard said to the warrior. We must be careful. Intruder, now you will be taught your lesson. Taught your lesson, King Henry shouted. There's one more you must challenge, one who has never been defeated on the tournament field or on the battlefield. The warrior mounted his steed and turned to face the golden knight. Then the two horses charged, kicking up dirt and shaking the ground under their heavy riders. The crowd cheered as the warrior and the golden knight approached each other. They screamed as the two men collided thunderously. But unbelievably, it was the warrior who slipped from the horse and crashed to the ground with a swift blow from the knight's golden pole. The crowd, stunned in disbelief, changed to horror as the golden knight dismounted quickly and rushed towards the fallen warrior, not to extend a gracious hand of victory, but to cleave the warrior with a battle axe that appeared in his hand from out of nowhere. Yeah. With lightning fast reflexes, the warrior rolled away from the axe blow and removed his helmet. Unchivalrous villain, let me see the face of my attacker, the warrior shouted. In one swift move, he leaped and tore the golden helmet from the knight's head. But then instinctively, the warrior jumped back and drew forth his sword of the golden lion. The crowd screamed at what they saw, for there was no face under the helmet. Instead,
Oh!
the eagle flew screaming from the open suit of armor. It swooped at the warrior with its talons extended, narrowly avoiding a blow from the warrior's gleaming sword. Then it circled King Henry and disappeared into the cloudless sky. What foul wizardry is this? The warrior cried. My lord, this suit of armor is
Bird
empty.
foul.
There's no...
Oh!
That's really good. Actually, yeah.
Hey.
Oh. My lord, the suit of armor is empty and there is no man in it. The crowd parted to allow their king and his trusted wizard to join the warrior. Henry's face wrinkled not with anger, but with grave concern. As he looked at the golden battle axe that the warrior held in his hands, its honed quarter moon blade was etched with eagles carrying swords in their feet. And the similar eagle was etched on the empty armor's breastplate. It's the crest of the island of Vulcan, the wizard said, running his finger down the sharp blade without raising a drop of blood. An island of sorcerers and mystics, your majesty, the warrior added. King Henry looked at his two most trusted servants. Without reply, the silence was finally broken with the arrival of Malcolm and Drayden, two of the guards from Castle Silvergate. They threw themselves immediately at their king's feet. Your Majesty, we beg for your kind mercy, but we have failed you, Malcolm said. While we stood our positions guarding the castle's treasury, we heard many footsteps approach. Then we grew drowsy and slept. Most certainly, we were put under a wizard's spell, Drayden said, his voice trembling in rhythm with his meaty hands. We awoke just now, We awoke just now to find your Majesty's treasury completely empty. You have been robbed. Sorcerers steal my treasure while another sorcerer defeats my best knights. It can't be a coincidence, King Henry said to the wizard. No, it can't, the wizard agreed. The Golden Knight was a clever diversion to keep us from noticing the thieves, and to humiliate us, the warrior added. Then you must go now to Vulcan Island and bring back my treasure and my honor, Henry said. We will at all costs, my king, the warrior pledged. No, the king said so sharply the wizard's eyes widened with unfamiliar surprise. Do not exact my vengeance. No harm must come to the sorcerer who wears the golden armor. Do only as I command. Bring back my treasure and my honor. Go immediately. King Henry returned to his castle, and the crowds dispersed to talk about the day's events. The warrior and the wizard, too, discussed the strange happenings as they quickly prepared their horses for their journey. The eerie sorcerers of Vulcan Island have always lived in peace with Henry's kingdom, the warrior said. What brings them to such rude interference now? Only the sorcerers themselves can tell us that when we find them, the wizard said. But I think there is another who shares the secrets of this mystery. King Henry, the warrior said. It was both a question and an answer, for the warrior had also noticed Henry's unusual behavior. He commanded us as a king to return his treasure, the wizard said, but he hid his heart when he ordered that the magician should not be harmed. For my part, that will be a difficult command to obey, the warrior said, mounting his horse. Now the mission becomes your mission. You must choose whether to begin your journey as the wizard or the warrior. How will you seek to restore the looted treasure and defiled honor of your king? All right, here we go. If you want to assume the role of the wizard, turn to page 10. If you want to wear the warrior's armor and carry his enchanted sword, turn to page 12. So let us know in the chat, wizard or warrior.
So what I love about these is that there are very light RPG elements to what we're about to do here.
Yes. Yeah. Whether we choose wizard or warrior, you'll get to pick some different items and spells. So it's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'll try to keep track of that. In fact, let's.
I got my notepad here too, because last time we had all these different pieces of equipment, and I was like, "What do I got?"
Yes, so we'll need to track
2 votes for wizard
or spells. So yeah, we got 2 votes for wizard. We'll give it another minute, otherwise it's probably going to be wizard. So that'll be page 10 in the chat.
All right, let's go. Looks like Wizards got it, so we'll go to
Wizards got it. Okay, page 10.
Everywhere you look, you see signs that there are powerful wizards at work who aim to destroy the king. But your journey is over. Before your journey is over, you may meet not only your greatest challenge, but your match in the world of magic as well. If you are to defeat your foes, you must be prepared. Mm-hmm. At the back of this book on page 97, you will find a book of all the magical spells you can cast. Turn now to the book of spells. Read them carefully and master them quickly. Then turn back to page 23. I'm writing these down. 23 and page 97.
I think we get all of the spells, right?
I think we got to pick them.
Okay.
If I remember right, we got to pick like 3 or 4.
Whoops.
Oh! That was a spell.
Keep shooting people.
I'm a wizard. 97, still cruising. There we go.
Okay. So on page 97, as the wizard, you may use any of these powerful spells.
Oh, snap.
So I think we
use it wisely.
All of them.
Oh my gosh.
So let's maybe not read everything on it, but I think the title pretty well tells you what each one's going to be. So
I'm writing these down because this is going to be nuts.
Okay, while you're writing them down, I'll kind of read them out for the listener later. Spell 1, move time forward. Spell 2, forest imps freeze. Spell 3, conjurer's confusion. Spell 4, invisibility. Spell 5, sorcerer's sleep. Spell 6, command animals. Spell 7, shift shape. Spell 8, the wind. Spell 9, flight. Spell 10, Merlin's fire. Spell 11, shrink. And then finally, spell 12, combat magic. So when you go through these, you read about a little bit. It has a paragraph about each one and kind of tells you what it does.
Now they've changed this format because I skipped ahead to look at the warrior, and you get to use all the weapons too.
Yeah, for some reason I thought
we had to choose
3 or 5 or something like that.
Yeah. All right, so we got all the spells. Let's get to spelling.
All right. Page 23. Get back there. Yeah, John, you're right. We get all of them. So if I have time, I might go back to some of the old ones. I'm just curious. I could have swore we only picked like 3 or 5.
I could all but yeah, like the last one we did, or the one before, we had to pick a handful of them. You and the warrior set out from Castle Silvergate, following villains who have gained a considerable lead on you. Still, you can be patient. One thing is certain: your destination is the same as theirs, Vulcan Island. Do we have lightning? Do we have thunder or lightning on the soundboard?
Let's see.
If we don't, that's fine.
We have this. Crickets.
There you go. Vulcan Island. Your horses carry you swiftly through the dark forests to the north of the castle, where the paths are narrow and rutted, and the joys of spring are soon left behind. You are still feeling the slap of defeat, you tell the warrior above the horse's hoofbeats. Remember, my friend, it was a magician's hand wearing the golden glove in the tournament. It was not a fair match. Does that mean it did not happen? The warrior shouts. No, you say, it means that we both have been offended and we must seek our victory together. Just at dusk, you approach the small village of Lagerspree, where a small inn offers food and a fire. It is the last stop between Silvergate and the Moon Dish Moor, which you must cross to get to Vulcan Island. The warrior rides on for a moment, unaware that you have stopped. Then he gallops back to you. Our horse shall rest for the night, you say. The journey becomes more difficult past this village. No, the warrior says. We must not stop if we are to reach Vulcan Island by daylight, when the sorcerers cannot hide from us.
Ooh.
If you want to stop and spend the night at the inn, turn to page 26. If you want to ride all night long, turn to page 31.
Man, that warrior's a little aggressive, isn't he?
He's like, no, my shame will not go.
I will not allow us to. Yeah, exactly. I will not let my honor be just destroyed.
No, someone's dying.
And the wizard's like, come on, let's just chill. Let's go to the inn, hang out, ride all night.
This is total dad mode here. Do we pull a Phil Collins and just stay one more night? Or do we pull a Lionel Richie and ride all night long?
We want to party here. We want to party at the end.
That's us at the end.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like we got 2 votes for stop at the end. So I think that's
the end is in.
The end is in.
Page 26.
All right. That'll be me then. Ooh, I love that illustration. Okay. 24, 25. Oh, wait a second. Do you see a page 26?
No.
Oh, man. 24.
23, 24. So 2 page 24s.
Holy cow, there's no 26.
I believe that 24. No, because it doesn't make any sense. You leap onto the rolling rock to challenge the sorcerer boat woman.
Somebody, when they scanned it in, didn't.
They scanned in 24 twice because it's the same page.
And what are the odds that we go on that exact same page? Okay.
Oh, well, my. We literally can't stop at the end.
We literally can't stop at the end. So let's go to page 31. I've never seen that happen before.
We've done this podcast 5 years. This has never happened.
It's never happened. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, we'll go to page 31. Let's ride all night long. And maybe next time I'll see if I can get a different copy that has that page. That's weird. All right. Here we go. There will be no resting, you decide, not while you pursue the wizard thief of Henry's treasure. So you ride on a yellow path of moonlight across the kingdom, stopping to rest your horses only when you finally arrive at the Moondish Moor. The moor is rolling and lush and full view and the full moon seems to bring shadows to life. A few distant wolves are baying as if trying to call to the deaf face that they see in the moon. Suddenly from behind you comes the sound of a horse's hooves. A single horse means a single rider. Who else has made this lonely journey? You say to the warrior. We will soon see, he replies. But see the traveler you do not. Even though the hoofbeats pass by close enough for you to feel the breeze and catch the smell of the sweat-worked horse, there's no horse to see. What tricks are these, wizard? The warrior says. He is off his horse and examining the soft ground. What kind of mirage leaves hoofprints? Your thoughts are distracted from the warrior's words, distracted by the howling of angry wolves, no longer a few and no longer distant. How will you deal with the wolves? All right, here we go. Yeah, it's hidden like Stranger Things. Yeah. If you want to use the forest imp's freeze on the wolves, turn to page 40. If you think it's safer to escape with the spell of flight, turn to page 42. So forest imps freeze on the wolves, Or do we use the escape spell of flight? Let us know in the chat what those are. I guess maybe to help, I can let's go back. Forest and freeze, named after. Let's see. It lets you freeze anyone in his or her track. So basically, it frees them, and then the flight. I think that one just lets us
fly away.
Yeah, fly away. Come fly away.
I think freeze got the majority vote here.
Oh, allows you to fly. Okay, yep.
Page 40. We're gonna freeze some people.
Freeze some people.
Wolves. The wolves sweep over the hill, their teeth flashing like sparks in the moonlight. Howling and barking, they surround you. Instantly, you draw your cloak close and perform the spell of Forest Imp Freeze, and the wolves freeze, a horrible sight with their mouths open and teeth bared. When the warrior turns to remount, you both notice that his horse has been frightened away. I'll fetch him, you say. Ride toward the clump of trees where the warrior's horse is standing. But as you reach the trees, the forest imp's freeze wears off, and the wolves attack, snapping and biting at the warrior. One wolf after another feels the honed steel of the sword of the golden lion. But with each wolf that falls, the pack seems to multiply. Turn to page 54.
Okay.
You spur your horse back toward the warrior, just as from the midst of the dark furred pack, the leader makes his move. He is snow white, huge and strong, and smart enough to sense his victim's moment of fatigue. The white wolf leaps at the warrior from behind. Its teeth tear into the flesh of the warrior's right arm. The warrior turns to you, swaying on wobbling legs. His face a confusion of pain and regret. Forever, he says, before he falls to the ground, unconscious, releasing the sword of the golden lion. The wolf leader immediately grabs the sword in its teeth and leads the other wolves away in victory. That's some next level stuff there.
That is.
My friend, you cry and jump off your horse to kneel beside the warrior, but your eyes are compelled to follow the disappearing wolf that carries the warrior's most prized possession, his enchanted sword. If you want to go after the sword, turn to page 60. If you want to tend to the warrior, turn to page 90.
Our spell didn't do much good, did it?
No. So far, we're having some trouble there. Yeah. That warrior is making some wolf stew there. Look at that, though.
No kidding. He's got his hand around the throat of one, and then he's swinging his sword, and there's blood coming off the sword.
That's nuts. So again, go after the sword. Turn to page 60. Tend to your friend. Page 90.
Yeah, I think we need to go back to spellcasting correspondence course.
My spidey sense is tingling.
Yes.
It's like you cast Forest Imp Freeze, but you froze the tree next to the wolf. No!
Yes, come on.
I'm the Orco in this story.
Yeah, he's the Orco. Let's see. So 10 to the warrior. Does that seem to
10 to the warrior? Page
the answer
90, sir.
Why are we having empathy?
Oh no, yeah, this is not what Choose Your Own Adventure book would be.
Yeah. This is Todd. We definitely wouldn't be tending.
This is a Todd move.
Yeah. Page 90. Okay. Sorry, take a little longer. Okay. A thick fog.
Uchoose sense is tingling, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A thick fog sets in around you as you examine the warrior's wounds. His motionless form is unfamiliar to you. What?
What?
Okay. All right. He's bitten and scratched everywhere, But where is the source of the wound to his spirit?
Oh, no.
A horse's hooves approach, this time from the opposite direction, but you cannot see horse and rider through the fog, if they are to be seen this time at all. And then a sudden wind clears the fog and reveals a sorcerer with wavy black hair hanging from his green and gold hat. The white horse beneath the sorcerer paws the ground. Are you the wizard of this territory, you ask? I am Marquith. That is all you need to know, the rider replies.
Dang.
Yeah. My friend is injured, you say. I know, Marquith says. I am the cause of it. The breeze blows back his cape, and you see the warrior's sword, the sword of the golden lion, at Marquith's side. Why do you mean us harm, you ask? I do not mean you harm, wizard. I only mean your disgrace, Marquith says, dismounting. It is your king I wish to harm. He rushes towards you. Having said that, you are not stirred to fight me. I can sense that you are not stirred to fight. You say calmly, you are stirred to talk and release the venom that flows in your blood. What? This is weird. Perhaps you are right, Marquith says, and he plants the warrior's sword in the ground, pacing the more nervously. He begins his story. Your King Henry and I grew up together, he says, dredging forth the story like a buried anchor. We always knew he would be king someday. But what of Marquith? What was there for me to become? I chose to be of the service to my friend and future king in an extraordinary way. I trained as a warrior, and I was schooled by a wizard so that I could defend Henry against unseen enemies at all costs. I wanted to do what no man had ever done, to be the sole protector of the king. But Henry rejected me, not because my abilities were lacking, but because he was afraid that I might risk my life for him once too often. Wizards and warriors are expendable to our King Henry. Remember that. But friendship is not. He asked me to become his advisor instead, and he actually thought he was honoring me, but I laughed in his face and left Silvergate forever. And now, stronger and more powerful, you seek vengeance on your childhood friend, you say. I will not let Henry forget the wrong he has done me, Marquith says. So I have stolen his treasury, humiliated his finest knights, and now I shall do away with his two most trusted servants. Then the evil sorcerer points the warrior's sword of the golden lion directly at your head. Turn to page 88. And this guy's a little bit bitter.
Right? Grudge much?
Yeah. The warrior lies on the ground at your feet under the powerful spell that accompanied the wolf bite. He cannot help you in his condition. It is you alone who must use your own strength and resources to fight this magician. But how will you weaken such a mighty opponent? Is it possible to subdue him, or must you simply try to escape his diabolical schemes? You look again at your friend's motionless form. The spell you now cast must save both of you. All right, here we go. If you cast a spell that will turn Marquith to stone, turn to page 44. If you'd rather use the shrink spell and try to escape from Marquith, turn to page 92. So do we cast a spell to turn Marquith to stone, or do we use the shrink spell? Let us know in the chat. That was an interesting monologue, wasn't it?
It really was.
Like,
I wanted to be your king's homie, and he said no, so now I hate him.
Now I hate him. I don't like you. A little angry much. All right, so we got to vote for shrink. Turn him to stone like our heart.
Yeah, carnivorous, making it personal.
That's true. We are heartless.
With the power of all the Todds.
Yeah.
I strike at thee.
I now banish you. I will forget you completely. Honey, I used the shrink spell. Oh, again,
there it is.
Shrunk the kids.
Like
okay, so let's do votes. 2 votes for shrink.
For Shrinky Dinks.
That is.
Y'all ever play with those as a kid? You ever play with that, Lee, as a kid?
Oh, yeah. Shrinky Dinks. Yeah. Put them in the oven, shrink them down. Yeah.
So funny how that was like a toy for us. We're like, oh my God, it's tiny now.
It's tiny now. I know. We were so easily amused.
Dude, we were. Remember like the little foam dinosaurs inside the little gelatin pills?
Oh, yes.
I love
Those were
those things.
cool. Again, so easily entertained.
I know. Shrink. All right, 92. It is not for your own protection that you choose to flee Marquith rather than to fight him. It's because the warrior cannot defend himself. So you swirl your cape around you and conjure up the words that will make you and the warrior shrink-a-dink-dink. Even before you finish the shrink spell, you and the warrior are growing smaller. Almost instantly, you are the size of a cockroach. You heave the tiny warrior over your shoulder and begin running through what seems to be an impenetrable brush. Seconds before, this was the smooth green grass of the Moondish Moor. You cannot escape me, wizard! Marquith shouts. I will conjure 1,000 galloping horses. Their pounding hooves will crush you into the soft mud. Then the ground does begin to shake, and you run all the faster with the warrior. Where is a rock to hide you, a hole to crawl into? The noise grows louder and deeper. Breathe deep, breathe deep.
Okay.
Okay. Breathe deep, y'all. Breathe deep, breathe deep.
Yes.
I'm going to put that in the chat. It's nothing at all like the sound of horses' hooves. What fiendish creation has Marquith created that seeks you out? Suddenly, it leaps in front of you. But it's not the hideous sorcerer's monster you envision. In fact, it's not anything born of Marquith's conjuring. It is instead one of the most ordinary of Earth's creatures, a green frog. That's exactly what's happening. But he's shrinking instead.
Yes.
A green frog stands poised for a second in the cool, wet grass of the moor. Then, with a blurred flick of his long, sticky tongue, it ends this adventure for both you and the warrior, mistaking you for a juicy fly wearing a cape. The end.
Oh, that's awesome. We got eaten by a frog.
This feels like a sad ending, too.
Yeah. Still, it's better than the other one.
Oh, yeah. It's better than the non-ending of, and then I knocked a knight slipped on an orange peel and I win.
Yeah, yeah.
We died.
We died. We got eaten by a frog. We didn't even get turned into a Christmas ornament. We got eaten by a frog.
No. We're going to become frog poop.
Yeah. Hashtag frog food.
Hashtag
that was good.
Redeep.
I like that ending, or I like that story overall. Takes, these take a little bit to get going. You have 6 pages of setup, but once you're set up, you're pretty good.
Oh yeah. Every one of those particular books has a good chunk of exposition in the beginning. But after that, it's pretty much a couple of pages of choice, choice. They do a good job.
We're still not a shark. We're still in the belly of a frog.
I was just thinking that. Look at all the things we're turning into except a shark.
Except a shark.
We got to figure out when Shark Week is this year and do the shark book that week.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we got to do that. Okay. All right. Well, that's the end of that book. We'll come back in 2 weeks. So mark your calendars, 2 weeks, Mondays at 8:45 Central Time-ish. If we don't have any technical trouble, we'll hit the book again. So we'll go through the Choose Your Own Adventure book, and then we'll go through this Wizards and Warriors book again and try to get a different story this time. Oh, sometime in August is Shark Week. Okay.
Perfect.
That gives us some prep time. But yeah, thank you to everybody in the chat. It makes it much more fun when we have people in the chat. And then thank you to listening, for those of you listening later. Really appreciate it. You can go to uchoosepodcast.com. That's the letter U, choosepodcast.com, to listen to old episodes, to buy some merch. Definitely tell your friends about the podcast so that they can listen in to all the hilarity and to not become a shark.
Listen, where else are you going to read a book about Camelot and have your life turn into nothing and get eaten by a frog in one night?
Yeah, exactly.
Only here.
Only here. Only on the Uchoose podcast. So
exactly.
All right. Well, thanks
Thank you,
again,
everyone.
everybody. We really appreciate you as listeners and watchers. It's awesome. And until next time, you choose the adventure. Thanks, everybody.
Good night, everybody.